Gerry Hamilton of ontexasfootball at Fort Myers High with Kendall Guervil, one of the top 75 prospects in the country, one of the top defensive linemen in the country. Kendall, first off, man, y'all are working hard out here on a hot day, man. Kind of talk about where you trying to improve your game headed into your senior season.
Definitely trying to improve also my pass rush technique. Definitely the fundamentals of my get off, just basic stuff that I can work on myself.
Yeah. You recently were at Texas, your first official visit to Texas. Kind of looking back on that visit, what were your thoughts?
The visit was great. Coach Baker, Coach Key, Coach Mike, they were all great coaches. They really got to show me around the school, show what's Texas about. They took me out, had some real fun. Day in the practice was great, seeing the guys, seeing the D-line do their thing, especially, that one-on-ones, seeing the D-line whoop the offensive line butt, and seeing them dominate.
So you're friends with Myron Charles, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is he saying about Texas to you? Because I know you asked him how he likes it.
Yes, sir. He's definitely telling me it's a great spot. It's a good school to be at. Everything that you need is out in Texas. It's Texas. So, yeah, overall, he's just telling me it's a great school. He loves it there. He definitely wants me to come over there. So,
All right, so I got to ask, what's the food? What'd you eat, man? Terry Black's barbecue. You hit any of the spots or what?
Yeah, I forgot his barbecue, but it was real good. We definitely had some barbecue. We had Whataburger. We had this nice restaurant. Man, we had all types.
So what's your go-to meal before game then on a Friday, man? I mean, if you could pick a spot, what would be your go-to?
Mission Barbecue.
Mission Barbecue.
Yes,
you're a
sir.
barbecue guy.
Yes,
all right.
Sir. I love getting me a nice brisket sandwich, macaroni, beans, all that, baked beans, all that. Yes,
so you spent time with Kenny Baker, Coach Baker, who's obviously practiced today. Kind of what are your thoughts on Coach Baker?
Coach Baker is a great guy, a great coach. I believe he'll be able to develop me in the future if I ever did go to Texas. Yeah, yes, sir. He definitely helped me out with my practices today. The guy gave me a few tips on what I need to work on and what I need to do, such as firing up my hands more instead of cocking them back. Yes, sir.
So you met with Coach Sarkisian as well. What was that conversation like? What did he have to say?
It was a great conversation. He was telling me how I'll fit into the program, how I'll be a great defensive lineman at University of Texas and I'll be able to do great things there and, be able to develop me and get me onto the next level.
So you said you watched the practice. Who impressed you at the practice, man?
Definitely Myron and a couple of the D linemen. I can't remember their name. I remember their name, but I just can't get my finger on it. So.
Do you remember her number?
98.
Okay.
97 and a few other cats. Yes,
okay. And so when you go into these visits, you've been to a lot of schools now, right? When you go in with pretty high expectations. Did Texas exceed your expectations, meet your expectations, or kind of where'd they fall?
They definitely exceeded my expectations. Yeah, I saw Texas at number 2, but ever since I visited Texas, they're definitely number 1 now. Like I've been telling everyone, yeah, Texas is definitely number 1 now. I feel like it would be a spot for me in the future if I was to go over there. It would definitely be a spot, and yeah.
So you have official visits coming up. Tell the fans where you're making those official visits to.
By the end of this month, May 30th through the 1st, I got Florida State. June 6th through 8th, Georgia. June 13th through 15th, I got UF, and then the last week of June, Texas.
Okay. And do you have a commitment date yet? Do you have a date in mind yet?
I plan to commit on the earliest time period, December.
Okay.
Yes, sir, which I plan to make my community so all my family and friends can be there for that huge day.
So you'll play your senior season not committed anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And as a player, what is it you love about football?
As a player, what I love about football is just the grind, day in and out, be able to do the sacrifice that you're willing to do for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for everyone else. Just getting through those tough times that you don't want to do, but you gotta do it because.
When did you realize you could be a big time football prospect? At what age or when? Was there a moment?
I mean, to be honest, I was always humble, but I believed I could have always been a football star. I knew I had the size. I was athletic. I had everything. So, but I'm a humble guy, so I just knew that at an early age. So.
What are your ultimate goals in the game of football?
Ultimate goals is definitely to get as many sacks and tackles in the game.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about you have NFL aspirations?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's your favorite NFL player? Who do you kind of model your game after? Who do you watch?
He's not in the game anymore, Aaron Donald.
Okay.
But now, definitely Jaden Collier. Jaden Collier is one of my favorite D linemen in the game right now. So.
Guy from the state of Florida too, right?
Yes,
so what age were you when you first started playing?
I started playing when I was 12 years old.
Okay, so youth ball.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
To this day, I feel like I still have some catching up to do. You know, I started late. So.
How is being at the Fort Myers High program? How has that helped you?
It's great. We have great coaches. Obviously, you can see out there.
Yeah.
We have a great strength and conditioning coach, Coach Casey. Shout out to him. You know, through my freshman and upcoming senior season now, he's able to develop me, get my body right, and teach me all these Olympic lifts that I'm able to do and bring into football, and get me college prepared.
So you practiced today with Kenny Baker from Texas, Trey Scott from Georgia, FSU D-line coach as well. What's that like when you're practicing, and for all the kids out there that are maybe future recruits, that you have all these guys watching every move you make? Not to mention me, but what does it mean to have those guys there watching you?
It means a lot. I know a lot of kids don't get the opportunity that I have, so I'm grateful for it. And for those upcoming recruiters, you never know, like one of my teammates or whatever, just make sure you do your reps 100%. You shouldn't slack. You should work on your craft a lot and do your best to impress those who are around you. You never know who's watching.
Are you close with any other recruits in around the country or in the state? Anybody in your class?
Yeah, I'm kind of close with I'm close with JJ, James Johnson.
James Johnson.
Yes,
yep.
sir. And I'm close with. I'm starting to get to know him. Vlad. I don't know if you know him. He's from Virginia.
Stone. Yeah.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Sone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, originally from Sweden.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all I know right now. Yes, sir.
So if I say Texas Longhorns, what comes to mind?
Just a great atmosphere, a great city to be in. A spot that you want to be at.
Do you know what you want to major in, study at all?
Yes, sir. I was thinking about doing marine biology, but I want to get more in the architectural engineer side, and get into some real estate, with architect, building my own homes and all that.
Hey, so most important question: did I pronounce your name right?
Yes, sir. Kendall.
Last name?
Guervil.
Guervil. I got it right.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. I very rarely do that. All right, that's Kendall Guervil, one of the top 75 prospects in the country, Fort Myers High D lineman. Thanks, Kendall.
Yes, sir.